What's going on, y'all? Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it say all so that when I go live, you'll get notified. What's going on, y'all? I truly want to apologize to y'all. I should have been on here and done this video, right? And did a few videos with y'all. But I've been busy. I've really been busy. I've been trying to put my business together. Excuse me. I've been trying to put my business together and it's been a little crazy. But I'm getting there. It's coming together. It's definitely coming together. So I apologize to y'all that I have not been on here, but I am really trying to get it all together. And it's coming along. It really is. The vision is definitely coming together. But anywho, um, what's up? I know it's late. I know it's late. Y'all know how I do though. But I know it's late, and I know some of y'all probably sleep, but y'all will probably look at the replay, and it's okay. It's okay. I just jumped on here because I was thinking about something today. I had talked to people, just talking to people, and I heard a lot of people talking about how they couldn't find a job, how they didn't like the job that they had, and stuff like that. And let me tell you something. Sometimes you have to sit down and you have to do some reflecting. And sometimes you have to sit down and say, you know, maybe it's time for a change. You know what I mean? Because let me make something clear to you. We all have a passion for something. We all have a gift. Okay. And sometimes you don't tap into it. Some people be thinking like, I don't have no gift. I just be, doing what I do, but I don't have no gift. But we all have something that we like to do. Okay. And we have something in us where we can create something to uh make it our business, make it a way of making money and stuff like that. And sometimes you really have to sit down and just think about it. Just do some deep reflecting, because sometimes I felt like that one time. Like, I don't have nothing to, really, set up like that. But yeah, I did. And I had a lot of stuff that I could set up. Maybe you like to sew, or maybe you like to crochet or something like that. You could do some crochet classes and stuff. You'd be surprised at the people who will uh tap in, tap into something like that and want to learn it and become a part of it. You'd be surprised. And like, you could start out with that, but it could always turn to something even bigger than that. You just never know. You just have to, you know, do what just keep going. Keep going. And sometimes we get in our own way. Let me explain something. Sometimes we have things going on within us, right? We got deep things going on within us. Some of us have trauma going on, and some of us been hurt, and we've been broken. And so when those type of things happen, it's kind of hard for you to tap into yourself and and figure out what your gift is, or what you have a passion for, or what you like. You understand? It's hard for you to do that, eh, because you got so much going on within you. So sometimes you have to do healing. You have to figure out a way for you to do some healing, and so you can get rid of those things that's been sitting there for so long, like the trauma, like the fact that you're hurt and you're broken and you're damaged. We have to, you have to work on that. And so you can get rid of that, because a lot of times those things cloud your mind. Those things cloud your mind. And um how can I put it? Those things cloud your mind, and it keeps you from tapping in to certain things. So you have to sometimes, just take a step back and, do some healing on yourself. Because once you get rid of the trauma, once you get rid of your, the hurt or whatever it is that you holding on to that's done happened to you, then you will notice that your mind will become clear, you know, and a lot of things will come to you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just a suggestion, and a lot of people go on their healing journeys and stuff because a lot of people are dealing with trauma. You know, a lot of people have been hurt and damaged. And we get so caught up in life, we ignore those things. We really start to ignore those things by, us getting caught up in life. We ignore it and we just carry it on. We just carrying it around with us. You understand what I'm saying? So that's something you really have to hello everybody. That's something you really have to stand back and really think about those things. You got to remove all that because things are not going to come to you when you've been hello everybody. Things are not going to come to you when you are broken and damaged and you've been carrying all that around. You know what I'm saying? So that might be something that, some of y'all want to think about. And I'm talking about this transforming your life because a lot of things are happening where people are losing their job and different things like that. So that's something that you may want to really look into is tapping into something else. Okay. Because just like somebody else lost their job, it could be you. It could be you. You just never know. And so, you said, I wish you were my grandma. Okay. um, and so, you have to tap into those things. You know, I was reading a comment. Somebody said, I wish you were my grandma. And that's what made me start laughing. And I got sidetracked. But yeah, a lot of people are losing their jobs. And so that's what made me kind of want to tap into this about transforming your life because some of us we start to panic when certain things start happening. We start panicking. You don't want to panic. You have something inside of you because we all have it. You have something inside of you that you can do to create uh money and stuff for your family to be able to feed your family and stuff. Like I said, sometimes you need to go on a healing journey because some of us have so much within us. So many things have happened. Maybe something happened in your childhood and you still carrying it around, but eventually you need to heal from those things so that you can be able to tap into yourself. you know those things will stop you from being able to tap into yourself. So you really need to do some healing, and you'd be surprised of the things that will come to you once do that healing and you get all that stuff out, the trauma. Maybe somebody hurt you, in a marriage or a relationship. Somebody damaged you or something, and you might be still carrying those things around. You probably have never had a chance to heal from it so you can move on. So you definitely have to do that. You have to do a healing journey so that you can get rid of all that. Because nothing is really going to come to you until you do that healing. I'm telling you. It's going to cloud everything up. It really is. And things are not going to come clear to you. So that's something you may want to think about, you know. Um The day I ran across a video, and it was a girl on there talking, and just a little bit of off topic, but I want to just touch on it a little bit. Excuse me. The girl was on there talking, and she was talking about she had been with a married man, okay, and um she said hello. She said she had been with a married man, and that she had been with him for about 7 years, and she had abortions. She had got pregnant with by him, but she had abortions. And then she just had a baby that was by him. She finally made a decision to have the baby. So she's on live, talking about, excuse me, asking the people, should she call his wife? And so people went in on her. And she got upset about it, and she was like, I can't believe y'all. I don't owe nobody no loyalty. That's what she said. I don't know what be going on sometime. That's what I be talking about when I say people be so hurt and broken and damaged. Because how the hell can you sit up on live and talk about calling somebody wife that you've been cheating with? Now you want to call his wife because he told her he was going to leave her. And it's been 7 years and he ain't left her yet. And the guy that was doing the reaction to the video, he didn't really say what I would have said to her. But then I had made some comments on the video, and then he responded to me. And I was like, I want to keep up with this because I want to find out what's going to happen. You know, that's a dangerous game that people play with, is when you messing with married men or married women. That's a very, very dangerous game, because some people may deal with it in a way of they may get on their husband. But then you got some people that'll come after that woman and their husband. Okay. And you got some people that will smear you off the mat for stuff like that. Like, seriously. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, leave the married people alone. Okay. If you know somebody married, leave them alone. Don't mess with nobody's husband or somebody's wife. Like, seriously. That's a dangerous game right there, because you never know what you're gonna get. Now she called that man's wife. She don't know what kind of wife he got. She might not do anything to her husband, but she might come after her. You understand what I'm saying? So you really got to be careful when you be messing with people's husbands. I never understood that. I never understood how some women can mess with somebody's husband. I never understood that. That's just something that I never touched. Don't want to touch it. you know First of all, I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me. I wouldn't want somebody to mess with my husband. You understand? And I done seen quite a few women online talking about messing with somebody's husband. You know, I'm telling you, that's a dangerous game. That's really a dangerous game, because some of these women, they put people out there to track their husband and stuff, and you just never know. You just never know what you're gonna get when you out there creeping with somebody's husband. You just never know. Now she done had a whole baby, and now she's sitting somewhere by herself because he don't went on about his business. You know, he was having fun at first. Now he gone on about his business because he don't want to be bothered now. you know, he wasn't gonna leave. He wasn't trying to leave his wife. Because if he was gonna leave her, he would have been left her. That's something. That's something. Y'all, I want to say to y'all, to some of y'all women, y'all be messing with these married men. These married men don't be trying to leave their wives. They don't. They just be feeding you some sweet nothings so they can get what they want. But they not trying to leave their wife. Trust and believe that. So stop getting caught up with them. Stop messing with these married men because they not trying to leave their wife. You've been messing with this man for 7 years and he ain't left his wife yet. That's because he ain't going nowhere. Shit. And I'm not just getting on her. He wrong too. I'm not just getting on her, but I'm just putting that out there. Don't mess with married men. Don't mess with married men. That's not cool. And in God's eyes, we all supposed to be sisters in God's eyes. So we not supposed to be doing that. If anything, we supposed to be looking out for each other. We ain't supposed to be up there sleeping with somebody's sleeping with somebody's husband. That's so nasty. That's some nasty stuff. It really is. That's some nasty shit. Like I said, you get what you get. When you do what you do, you get what you get. That's all I got to say about that. Talking about calling that man wife. Girl. Mm-mm-mm. People play dangerous games. And she looked so young. She looked like she was probably about 19, 20. Now she might have been older, but I'm just going by how she looked. She looked it very young. So I don't know. Maybe that's why she did it, because she was so young. She's so young. And some of these girls be out here, they be young and dumb. Young and dumb. And they don't be knowing nothing. So that's what I'm talking about. That's why, listen, when you find people that will tell you the truth, sometimes listen to some people, because some people will tell you the truth. Okay? If you didn't have a mother or father, somebody who taught you, you know, that would teach you some things, that's why they got the internet, because you can find out the truth before you go out there and make a fool out your damn self. Like, seriously, you know? Oh, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. I half the time I be forgetting to say that sometimes. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Yeah, but I want to apologize to my subscribers. Y'all, I've been really trying to put my business together, and that's why I've been MIA. I've really been trying to get my business together. And it's together. It's together. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I started another channel, y'all, called The Quiet Comeback. So if y'all want to be a part of the healing, this is about healing. Okay. This channel is strictly about healing. If that's something you want to be a part of, it's called The Quiet Comeback. Okay. And you can subscribe to the channel. I have journals. I have a free journal. Okay. Excuse me. I have a free journal. I do one-on-one coaching. Okay. So if that's something that you may be interested in, you could put interested in the chat, in the comments, and I'll send you the link. Okay. It's really, really a good thing to go on, because it helps you to get clarity and stuff in your life. You know what I mean? Because some people be very confused sometimes. And so, in God's ass, what that mean? I don't know what that mean. In God's, are you saying in God's ass? Is that what you mean? Oh boy. You know, the internet is a crazy place. It really is. Um, and it's sad. You know what I noticed? That it's a lot of older people that be on the internet acting a fool. Like I'd be surprised of like it be older people. I'm talking about these people look like they like in their 50s, right? In their 50s or 60s, and they be on this internet acting a fool. It's really sad. It's really sad. It really is. Because at 50, it's just a lot of stuff you shouldn't be doing at 50. You shouldn't be participating in, you know? And I think acting crazy on the internet and stuff is one of those things that you shouldn't be participating in, unless you got maybe a mental problem or something like that, then that's understandable. But if you in your 50s and you on this internet and you acting a ass, you really need some help. You really do. You really need to go get you some help and find out what's going on with you up here. Like seriously, I was surprised when I seen how many older people that be on the internet cutting up and acting crazy. It's terrible. It really is. It's terrible. And then we wonder why our young people are cutting up and acting up. They cutting up and acting up because look at the older people. Look how the older people act. They don't have nothing to go off of. So that's why our younger people is cutting up and stuff because our older people is all jacked up. Like I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. How older people can act. It's terrible. It really is. And some of y'all really need to get it together. Like seriously. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Some of y'all are grandmothers. Some of y'all are great grandmothers. And you on the internet acting like a troll and shit. What kind of shit is that? Like it just don't make sense to me. It don't. It's sad. It's sad. I used to see people arguing and fussing on the internet. And I was like, man, these women look like they about 40, 50, 60 years old. Up here acting crazy on the internet. I never understood that. I never understood it. And that's why our young folks is so jacked up. Because the older folks are jacked up. It's crazy. We should be setting examples for the younger people. Instead, some of us is all jacked up. Ooh, I tell you, that's great. It's crazy. It really is. Mm. I ain't gonna keep y'all long because I didn't mean to come on here this late. But like I said, I've been so focused and consistent with this business that I'm putting together, and I just been zoned out. You know, zoned out into what I was doing. Um, I'm trying to think of what I can do with this channel. I want to do more with this channel. I'm trying to think of what I can do. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do though. But I want to do something with this channel. I just don't know what yet. So if y'all have any suggestions, like which way I can take this channel, if y'all have any suggestions, please leave me a comment and let me know. And give me some ideas, of what I could do with this channel. I want to do something with it, but I don't know what. I really don't. I gotta figure it out. Eggs, look, more trolls, more assholes. I tell you, like seriously, seriously, it's sad. It's really sad how people just, and sometimes I can ignore people, and sometimes it gets to your nerves. That trolling shit gets to your nerves. It really do. But I just wanted to jump on here and holler at y'all for a minute. But like I said, just think about that, what I was saying about transforming your life. Sometimes it be time for a change. Sometimes it's time to change. And change is uncomfortable, but change can be a good thing too. It's uncomfortable, but it could be a good thing. hmm Because when you transform your life and you start doing something new, it's a little uncomfortable, but then you'll find out that, damn, I like this. I can see myself doing this. You start to like it. So, that's just something for you to think about, because a lot of stuff is coming down the pipe, y'all. It's a lot of things happen spiritually. It's a lot of things happening, and we have to be ready. We have to be, as ready as we can. Put it like that. And one of those things is having income coming in. We all need income coming in, you know? And so, yeah. So that's just something for you to think about, transforming your life into something better, you know? I see so many people that's done lost their job. So many people that got a job, but they don't like what they doing. They just doing it because it's income. You know, but there's a way out. There's a way out. You just have to stop being scared. Stop being scared to take that leap of faith. You know, you got to stop being scared to take that leap of faith. I'm telling you, there is a way out though, and sometimes closing our eyes and just taking that leap of faith, sometimes that's what you got to do so that you can find out where you need to be, or what you should be doing. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Just stop, take that leap of faith, and let the chips fall where they may. And you'd be surprised at what'll come out of it. Trust God, trust in God, and let the chips fall where they may. And you will be surprised of what will come out of it. You'll be surprised at the whole situation. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You're going to be surprised because God will put it together for you. He will definitely put it together. And you'll be like, wow, wow. You'll be like, seriously, you'll be like, wow, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening. Yeah. He will put it together for you. All you gotta do is ask him and believe in him. That's it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's what made me start my business. That's exactly what made me put mine together. Yeah. I leaped out on faith and I believe in God. And I just got started. I just started. That's the most important thing. Stop waiting for, some people sit back and they wait talk about New Year's resolutions, stuff like that. Let me tell you something about that. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. So don't keep sitting back waiting on New Year's resolutions to turn on, okay? Because tomorrow is not, promised to none of us. Just start. Just start. Cause see, when we start talking about New Year's resolutions, then the New Year meeting came and went, and you still be sitting there talking about you gonna do it this time, you're gonna do it that time. No, just start. And don't worry about what you don't have. Okay? It'll all come together. Just start it. Just get started. And you'll find that it will all come together. Okay? But don't keep on sitting back saying you want to do something, you want to do something, you want to do something, and then you don't never do it. Don't keep saying, "Oh, that's gonna be my New Year's resolution is to lose weight and do this and do that," and then the New Year be done came and went, and you still don't be done made a move. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us, so start now. Don't wait. Start. That's the most important thing is to just start. Don't keep waiting because you wait. You say you're going to do it this time come and go, you still ain't did nothing. This time, then you put it off for another time. That time come and go, you still ain't done nothing. Just start. Just start. That's all you got to do. And the chip, let the chips fall where they may. And you're going to find you're going to be all right. Just start. Start and have consistency. And I guarantee you, whatever you decide to do will take off. Just start. Like, seriously. And consistency. And you can do anything. Take start, discipline, and consistency. And you can do, and it'll come out. I'm telling you, it will work out. It will work out. It will work out. I'm telling you what I know. It will work out. But if you keep on saying, "Oh, that's gonna be my New Year's resolution," this gonna be my New Year's resolution, and the new year come and go, and you still sitting there twiddling your fingers, talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna do this then, I'm gonna do this that time." No, do it now. Do it now. Don't keep putting it off. Do it now. Right now. Don't worry about what you got, what you don't have, what you need. Don't worry about all that stuff. Just start. Just get started. Simple as that. Hey, I love you all. Thank you all for coming through. I appreciate you. And that Love Soda Forever said, "Ain't that the truth? What are you offering?" Um, Healing. It's a healing. I created a healing program. Okay. And I created another channel called The Quiet Comeback. It's for people who want to heal from trauma, or people that want clarity in their life or want to rebuild from the inside out, you know. Yeah, for people that want to, trauma, maybe got trauma going on and they want to heal from their trauma, or they might have been in a relationship and they want to heal from that, whatever it is you trying to heal from. Or some people may just want to change within and rebuild their life, you know. I created journals. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I've created journals and stuff, and I do one-on-one coaching. Love Soul Forever say, "You are such a lovely lady. Blessings to you." Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So if that's something y'all interested in, it's a free, well, the main journal is free. I made a free journal first. And then I made a series, a 7-day series. When the last time you got some? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. So, Tallywhacker. I don't know what Tallywhacker is. I have no idea. But yeah, that's something I have always had a passion for. And so I went on and stepped out there and created it. Yeah. All right, take it easy with that. Nonsense. Right, right. Yeah, I figured it was some nonsense. I don't know why. For the most part, I get pretty decent people on here, but I always get a couple of assholes. You know, I always get a couple of assholes here and there. But for the most part, most of the people that come on here are very respectful. But yeah, you know how it is. You got it's always some good and some bad. So I just most of the time I just block them or I just ignore them, one or the other. Yeah. But thank y'all for tapping in. I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will holler at y'all on the next one.